So in Anime Vanguards Update 9, they added a bunch of units, and some of these units are absolutely goated, and some of these units are pretty great support, some of them are pretty great DPS. So today we're going to take a look at some insane teams that you could actually play around with, that is both fun to play around with, unique, and also really overpowered. Without further ado, let's get this video started. Okay guys, by the way, just want you guys to know that at 70k subscribers, we will be giving away the 80 Robux 500 reroll bundle to my subscribers and also a bunch of units. So if you want to be part of these giveaways, well, all you have to do is to be subscribed and also part of our Discord. So don't forget to like, subscribe, join our Discord in the pinned comment down below, and let's get this video started. This first team, or sorry, not challenges, so we're going to a Rift. So there's a Rift right now, and basically this first team is a team that you could use if there is no, what do you call this, hard debuff. If there's no annoying debuff that you're going to be dealing with, you can use this team. And it basically consists of 2 farms, which is the standard, and then the Overheaven, Hellkiller, and Broly. Basically, Broly will be buffing Hellkiller, which will give him insane DPS, and Hollow Seth because we want to have the insane summons. And the reason why this is pretty fun to play around with is because both Hollow Seth and the Overheaven summons are actually insanely crazy. If you combine them both, you can have a lot of summons. And if you combine Hellkiller and Broly, which are both unbound units, Broly will be buffing Hellkiller, which will give Hellkiller insane amounts of DPS, an insane amount of DPS increase. So combining these 2 units, or combining these 4 units, will just allow you to have a lot of fun and also allow you to have insane amounts of DPS. Right, so let's get started here. Basically, this team doesn't really matter when you place down your units for this team. And the reason why it doesn't matter is because your team will have insane amounts of summons. So with the summons that your team will have, you can basically place quite late and it just will not matter almost. Mainly because your team will just have summons at the back that has insane amounts of damage. So they will be able to handle these grunts right here pretty easily. Actually, very easily. Take a look at the amount of summons that are already being disposed at the back. You really just do not worry about leaks with this team as long as there's only one path. Pretty early full AoE actually. So what we're gonna do is get him to his early full AoE and utilize his slow. He has a 50% slow for 10 seconds, and if you activate that with his full AoE upgrade, he becomes a lot more useful. He activated his Wrathful Clash a little bit late. We placed him down a tad bit too late. We should have placed him down earlier and activated that domain at wave 15. But it really doesn't matter because the DPS we're going to be getting is already insane. We genuinely do not need more of the DPS we're going to have. Again, with this team, leaks are not an issue. Leaks are a non-issue with this team because leaks are just laughably not a problem with this team, man. Alright, we've maxed them all out. So what I want you guys to see later is just how much damage we're going to be doing to Yuhaba and how fast we're going to be able to eliminate him just with Hellkiller and Hellkiller's ability, the Hellwalker. It's going to be absolutely crazy. Alright, he spawned in. You guys will see here, right here how fast we'll be able to handle him. And all we really need is the Hellwalker ability. Honestly, even if I don't turn on the Hellwalker ability, it doesn't matter. He's going to get absolutely demolished by these summons right here. Okay, never mind. Okay, boop, 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 boop. So take a look at just how fast we eliminated him. That was crazy. Here is a team for the anniversary. This is not the best team, and it's mainly because I don't have Valentine. But this team should still do pretty well. Probably get you like 2 minutes. And it's relatively easy to get as well. There's a bunch of update 9 units here. Wrathful Clash, get another Toby. There's probably better teams that you could try apart from the team that I have right here. But the reason why I'm using this is because it uses a update 9 unit, which is Hellkiller. Again, Hellkiller has pretty great DPS when combined with characters like Broly. And yeah, there's a reason why this team is here, because I wanted to make this video mostly about update 9 units and how you can use them alongside other characters. So that's what you guys are basically seeing right here. Update 9 units getting used with other characters. Alright, so here you can see that our time is pretty fast. Actually, 2:11 only. We finished it in 2:11. It will show right here 3:13, and this is mainly because it actually took us a while to click the yes button. So yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty great anniversary event team. you could use it to macro. That's actually the team I use to macro. There's probably better units to add, like Valentine. I think Valentine will make it faster, but a lot of us does not have Valentine. Now, this is another team that I'll use pretty much a decent amount of time as well. And this team right here is probably a team that I could use in most places. So it's pretty much just the usual team. We have The Over Heaven, we have Hollow Seth, but this time we have Lizard. And the reason why we have Lizard here is because Lizard is extremely cheap. So Lizard being extremely cheap and only 8,000 to max out with full AoE and high damage, he becomes really nice in terms of farming most game modes in the game, especially if you don't want to use Escanor. And Kalasuba is here because we're using Kalasuba as a support. So you guys will see what kind of supports Kalasuba can do. Alright, here we actually picked Revitalize, and the reason why we picked Revitalize for this stage is because I want to show you guys the reality rewrite capabilities of the Over Heaven, which is basically the ability to just remove bleed from the game. It's one of the reasons why the Over Heaven, regen. It's one of the reasons why the Over Heaven cannot be removed in any team that's update 9. And mainly it's just because he is just so incredibly versatile in what he can do. Alright, so speaking of Kalasuba and why he is here. So basically, the reason why I wanted to expose Kalasuba a bit more is, let's just say you didn't get a lot of Monarchs in this update. Which are the units that are best to use without Monarchs in this update? And one of those units is Kalasuba. And this is mainly because he is one of the best supports in the entire game. Right? So if you didn't get a lot of Monarchs in this update, or let's say you didn't get a bunch of Monarchs, the best units to use in this update with The Over Heaven would still be a great option to use, by the way. But Kalasuba is another great option to use without Monarch, and this is because of his capability to slow enemies down by 30% and also be able to buff allies damage by 20% for 15 seconds. So if we go right here to upgrade 2, you will see that he will now also actually buff allies, which is actually really nice right here. So you can see right here that The Over Heaven has 1.7 damage. You can see that he will probably also be able to buff Hollow Seth later. So you can see that there's actually a pretty decent damage buff going on right here with the units. So you can see he's actually damage buffing Hollow Knights and The Over Heaven here as well. So this is actually pretty cool for a pretty cheap to place unit. He's only 1,000 to place down actually. And you could just spend like 10,000 to max him out or to upgrade his support capabilities. It's pretty nice what he does. You don't even need to upgrade to the third upgrade anymore, mainly because the third upgrade is no longer a support capability. And yeah, this pretty great combination of units right here. Hollow Knight does not have any immunities, so having a character like we call this Kalasuba support him in order to cleanse him is actually really great, because again, Hollow Knight does not have cleanses. So here what we are seeing is Kalasuba buffing. So you can see if I try and get into decent amount of upgrade here. Yeah, pretty cool. This unit is pretty cool, man. I really like it. Kalasuba is a very nice unit. This one is the Burn team. And basically right now we are using a set of unit with burns. So today we're going to actually explore that. So right here we have The Over Heaven, Escanor, Lizard, and then Hibano. So essentially what Hibano does is, okay, Hibano's been nerfed actually recently because she no longer does reapply the burn as much as she used to. Back then she would reapply the burn and all three of her would reapply it, so it would end up being like a 12 times, reapplication of the burn. So in combination with Escanor, it was really broken. But since Lizard actually got added in this update, which buffs the damage over time effect of other units, it actually still is pretty viable to bring a burn team. So we're going to upgrade them all to their max right now, including The Over Heaven. And for The Over Heaven, we're actually just gonna give him burn. So you could actually use a different team than the one I'm using right now. You could probably use Senator, because Senator Senator detonates burn for 200% of their damage. But I just wanted to bring The Over Heaven because I feel like The Over Heaven is still better, mainly because of the other things that The Over Heaven can do as well. So right now we are going to be taking a look at just how much damage they can truly do. So we are going to spawn in an enemy with 500 multiplier, which would give them 11.85 million HP. So already getting absolutely demolished right here. But we haven't even activated the burn yet of Escanor. So let me just activate the burn right here of Escanor. And now take a look at this. So the burn is absolutely crazy. Let's do that one more time. This time with 1000 health multiplier so that Itachi becomes a lot more durable. Also, Godzilla's burn is not yet on full effect because his radiation is still pretty small. But regardless of that, the burn is crazy, man. They are getting Itachi's getting absolutely burned. This would probably been way more overpowered back then when Hibano didn't have that change. Here we have perhaps my personal favorite, or one of my personal favorite. This one is just the straight up, I'm going to fill the map with summons team. So with this team right here, okay, I do not have, the reason why I bought Kalasuba right here is because I want Kalasuba's cleanse and support capabilities. That's why Kalasuba is here. But you could literally bring any other support unit that or any other summoning unit that you want to. But since Kalasuba does kind of summon as well, I think Kalasuba kind of counts because take a look at this. He has some dark right here. So he kind of does summon, right, as well. So he counts. And he also cleanses. And the cleanse is for Hollow Self just in case we encounter a difficult stage where there's a debuff that we need to be cleansing. So here is the absolute insanity of this team right here. Take a look at just how much summons we're gonna have in a little bit. We're just gonna skip wave right here and have fun with the summons, honestly. So Song Jin-woo's summons are probably very overrated or underrated by a lot of people. Song Jin-woo's summons scale with the enemy's HP, so there's a chance that there is a point in Infinite where Song Jin-woo's summons, because they scale with the enemy's HP, that they will be better than the summons of the Overheaven. But most of the times, the Overheaven and Hollow Knight summons are going to be significantly better. Take a look at how much summons we have right now. So this are all Song Jin-woo's summon right here, and these are all right here at the back summons of the Overheaven and Hollow Stuff. So this is a pure summon team. You can see in the bottom that our summons is up to 150. I think you could probably get the other units to summon, like Arc, I think would be pretty great as well. Here we have another team, and this team is mainly going to just be a team for Hollow Ceph. Now, Hollow Ceph is a curse unit, right? So basically what that means is that you can combine this unit with characters like Sukuna that will basically increase your damage, right? Because Sukuna has a buff that increases damage, which means it can increase Hollow Ceph's damage, which is actually very good because that will also increase the summons damage for Hollow Ceph. So if, let's say, this team is pretty good, if, let's say, Hollow Ceph is the only unit that you got a Monarch in this update, you can easily just spam a Hollow Ceph team, which is something like this. Basically, you're gonna have units that buff Hollow Ceph, right? So Sukuna will buff Hollow Ceph, Griffith will buff Hollow Ceph, Kalasuba will support Hollow Ceph when it comes to debuffs, because Hollow Ceph does not have anything against debuffs of the sort. Other farms, it's not as high as it could potentially be. If we remove our other farms, like these right here, he will gain an extra damage boost, which is very nice. So again, you can see right here, removing Sukuna does kind of decrease his damage by quite a bit. His damage is now 3.2 times, which is actually really crazy, and it's mainly because of his passive right here. So absolutely busted this unit is. Take a look at this last trades right here. It's gonna do a lot of damage there. Alright, so wave 15 is here, so we can now remove the farms, which will increase his damage even further. Now his damage is 197,000. There's not really a lot of enemies that can reach him, and this is mainly because, well, I don't know, they're just not reaching him, I guess. So his damage is absolutely crazy. It's 276,000 right now. Absolutely busted. And his Lost Shade, which is his summons, actually have 1.33 million HP, which is even crazier to think about. Yeah, if you guys want to see more videos like this, then don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We are going to post more videos soon and potentially about other characters like Shiro as well. So if you guys enjoyed this, then don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.